Alright, this is my reaction to the now already infamous meeting between Vladimir Zelensky and Orange Twat, best known as Trump. Don't give a fuck. Why did I do this? I did not react immediately because I was deeply ashamed and annoyed, and more than that, a bit sad because of all of the tears with it. Now, first of all, this was clearly a setup from the way that Trump greeted the president, because Zelensky is a president, unlike Trump. He's not a president. He is a tool, a Putin tool. These are my ideas. This is my personal views. So if you don't like it, you don't listen to them. Just out of the start, just to clear whatever intentions you might have by listening to this. Now, from him exiting the place where the meeting was going to happen, going to the car, going to receive him, and up to the fact that Vance was sitting there also. I told this in a comment, but this reminds me a bit of those aggressive telemarketers that used to that still happen here during at least a year until it was banned by law, completely banned. Now it's illegal to do that, where people would be taken to a room with the promise of whatever, free this or free that, and then would be exposed to aggressive telemarketers with loud music and a lot of people screaming and talking loud and all those type of things. Now, this was it. The reporters with the music and the way, the stance they were aggressively attacking Mr. Zelensky. They were attacking him. This was clearly a scheme. And that is all I really have to say about it. Because the rest of it, shameful. And transatlantic relations with the US are dead. There might be some military cooperation, perhaps, but true transatlantic relations of, for example, if the US decides again to attack some country in the Middle East like they did with Iraq, you won't have Europe behind you. You won't use European bases. They won't let you. You know? If you want to start your little wars, if you want to start your little shit, your little support to Israel, your little where you are, you Americans are supporting both the terrorists, so-called terrorists, definitions, and the Israelis. You're selling guns to both of them. You won't have our support. No. And that for me, that loss of support is the how will I put it? That is one of the key consequences of this. That and the fact that if Europe was already rearming, if Europe was already reorganizing, now it's reorganizing at let's just call it a high speed. Because, for example, President Macron, when he came from the States, stopped by here in Oporto. Why? Support for the meeting that they were having, I believe, yesterday. And I think the next days will be rather interesting. Because on the one hand, we have a Russia that's crumbling apart. Putin is becoming more and more autocratic. He's trying to control it. And Personally, I don't think he will control it. I'm not listening to any more of those exiled YouTubers because they were all supporting Trump and they were all also seeing things in a way. I will remember, this is my opinion. They were making a kind of reverse psychology of Russian propaganda, saying it by not saying it. This is all I'm going to say about it. I need people to watch the videos themselves, watch those people, and then give out their own opinions. So I'm tired of them all, and I have simply cut them off because they do not provide an unbiased perspective, and their so-called inside informations. Some are useful. I keep on watching them, although I unsubscribe them all. But I would not recommend it to take it without serious fact check, because I seriously fact checked some things that were said, and they were not true. Better yet, to be more precise, they were omissive. They were omitting parts of the information, and to me that's a lie. Anyway, but this is just my opinion. I do not incite anyone to do so. No, not at all. The only thing I incite people is to continue to support Ukraine and continue to put pressure on their governments to support Ukraine. That is the only thing I am supporting. And in the Middle East situation, I only support the civilians. No one else. Only the civilians. No one else. I don't care about it. No. No. So what can we extract from this meeting? We can extract that Putin put another nail in the US's influence over Europe. It's going to fade away. And the next president that comes, if it comes, he won't be, he or she, I don't know, won't be able to recover a sense of this power. Might normalize situations, might normalize some things within NATO, but that whoever comes afterwards will find a completely different world, a completely different Europe. And to all those that say that Europe is too confusing and want to rearm and want to this and want to that, the only thing I have to tell you is that necessity breeds emergency, and emergency breeds union. Necessity is uniting us now. Before it was just economic. Now it's a historical necessity of our own existence. So I would expect a lot of news. And as for the UK, let's see which side they choose. If I was in the UK, I would choose Europe. If you choose the US, you are going to become a puppet. Right now, you are a puppet. That is all I'm going to say about it. You have some freedom, but you are under a leash. And if you don't get rid of that leash, you won't be a great country again. And you won't be a good neighbor for your neighbors. But this is, again, my opinion. Now, I hope you are all well. Me, getting better, getting worse, all the same. I just hope that if you are in the US, that you are safe, that you are able to protect yourselves from this confusion, and I would really try hard to get rid of that man and that disease that he carries with him, because you are already losing both in political influence, both in economical influence, and I think you should really think about the future of your children, because he is blowing it all a bit away. Right? See you. Stay safe.